What is going on, guys? I bought a big box. Wonder what's in it? About to find out. So you might have noticed I didn't have any ratchet straps around this thing. It's not because I'm unpacking it. I mean, it kind of is, but I actually got to repack it to be able to unpack it, if that makes sense. Yeah, when I got to the shipping place, fun story about that. We'll get into that later. Looked at my toolbox, didn't have a single ratchet strap. Not one. So I had to drive all the way home across town, this thing teetering in the bed, and it's not really the most stable thing in the world, and it's pretty heavy and pretty expensive. So it would have been real fun if it fell over or fell out of the truck. So yeah, I figured if I don't strap this thing down and driving it down to the shop the last 200 300 feet, the thing will fall over. So I'm gonna throw a strap on it for a little bit extra safety and drag it down there through the mud. So that'll be fun. So this is our current status down at the shop. It's only getting worse. Maybe it'll dry out sometime. It'll probably be a few months, but for now, we got this little plywood walkway. So I'm gonna start uncrating this thing and moving it in little bit by little bit, unfortunately. I will be honest, kind of expecting there to be more in here than what there was, but we need to get it all out and get it all set up. Then you'll have a better idea of what I'm working with here. So this thing's starting to come together. Might notice some ratchet straps down there. Run into a little bit of an issue. I was putting that bottom brace on right there at the bottom. So that's where the bottom brace goes. Yeah, I was putting that one on, and it was like 3 inches from the bolt holes lining up on the other side. So I was like, all right, this is a pretty tight fit, and all them bolt holes there, everything's pretty well precisely put. So I put my ratchet strap in there and snug it up a little bit. I'm like, didn't really move. So I snugged it a little bit more. Noticed this stuff kind of starting to bow. And I was like, something isn't right here. And I looked at the instructions, went through it again, see if I was missing something. Ended up having to call customer service, and they were actually pretty cool. I just texted a picture of this little bracket here on the top, sent that to him. He was like, yep, they sent you the wrong bracket. As you might notice over there, I got some washers on it. He said just drill it out, make it fit, or he had offered to send me the new plates that go in there, but I've already got it. I'm kind of, at a standstill trying to get this thing put together. My shop's a mess right now. I got everything crammed from this side of the shop over to the other side, so kind of trying to get this done. But yeah, I drilled it out. They fit good now. Got everything on there and got it squared up, so we're ready to keep on trucking. Sure, by now you can probably guess what this is. You like how it matches my toolbox too, huh? Had it custom made. No, I really didn't. They just happened to be that color. So if you haven't figured out what we're building yet, it's a plasma table. It's a CNC plasma cutter. Move around, got all kinds of cool stuff. I also want to give a huge thank you to Premier Plasma, more or less a sponsor of this video. Going to be a few more videos I'm going to do. I have made a few test cuts. Huge learning curve, not going to lie. Premier Plasma does have a lot of videos. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but all the videos you really need to kind of get it figured out. I've had to watch them time and time again. I've called Jake time and time again. Yeah, he's the owner of Premier Plasma. He's very, very helpful, answers the phone just about every single time. One time I called, he was super, super sick. I was like, dude, I'll let you go. He was like, oh, let me get this out. Let me get you helped out. Really cool guy. Appreciate all of his help. Has definitely leaded into me making some stuff and figuring stuff out. So I appreciate that. Kind of do a little review once I get actually up and running on this thing, get a little bit more familiar with it and get a lot of run time in with it, see how it holds up. So far it's awesome. No complaints whatsoever. Totally digging it. It's working the way I want it to. I'm making parts and they're fitting. I got some videos coming up soon on some stuff that I fabricated and it bolted right up. I was very, very happy with it. So I'm going to try my best to put a link in the description. I don't see why I couldn't. So we'll put it there. Premier Plasma is the company once again. Hit them up if you have any questions. They have tables from 2x4 all the way up to 4x10. It can be expanded, and I hate to say it really. As soon as I set this thing up and started making my first cuts, I was like, yep, should have bought a bigger table. But the reason I bought this is because I don't have a lot of room and it fits like perfectly. It's not in the way right now. It's tucked in the corner. I can still access everything. It's not hard getting a sheet of steel on it. I can cut the sheet of steel down outside and carry it in. Don't have to really store a whole bunch of steel inside. So it is pretty nice. I'm very happy with it. I'm more than likely going to get a bigger table in the future once I start cutting bigger stuff. Might do frame plates. I don't know. Everybody's kind of doing it, but obviously there's a market. I do have a few different ideas that I haven't seen people doing so far that I'm going to do. So stay tuned for that. You might be interested. It might be something that you want. But other than that, I'm going to end the video here. Once again, thank you to Premier Plasma for hooking me up with this table. Well, give me a discount table and hook it up for me, but be cool if they did, but they did help me out a lot, and I do appreciate that. So go over their website, check them out. Like I said, they have a lot of YouTube videos, Premier Plasma. If it's something you want to get into, I highly recommend it. Definitely one of the most expensive tools I bought, but it's probably going to be one of the most profitable tools, I guess, or at least one of the most tools that's going to pay me back for owning it, hopefully. So far, it's made my life very, very easy. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video here for real this time. I appreciate you watching. Hit the like button, comment, tell me what you think. If you want anything cut, give me a shout. Can't guarantee it'll be perfect, but I'll try my best. I'm still learning here. Until then, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.